So since this is coffee time with Cindy, I thought I'd show everybody how to make an espresso. So first of all, you want to grind it fine, and you can put it in the cap and then push it down and then put it in here. A lot of people have trouble with the frothing part, so I thought I would show people easily how to do that. So just flip it in there. Here, water. It's good to use water that's purified, and cold water's better if you can get it, you know, if you have some in the fridge or whatever. And you want to make sure your lid's on really tight. Okay, and then I like this cup, these kind of cups, I call them booby cups. And I fill it just a little bit on the bottom. I actually use coconut almond milk, but you can use whatever milk you want. Skim milk, I used to use that a lot. And you turn it on brew. It takes a few minutes to brew. I'll fast forward this part. It would help if I plug it in. There we go. And then I usually don't walk away, because if I walk away sometimes I forget, and then once it gets to a certain point, like right about here, you need to start frothing. So if you walk away for too long, a lot of times I'll walk away and it fills up with the coffee and then I haven't frothed it. Another thing I do is this part right here. I don't know if you see this nozzle. This comes off. So as soon as I'm done frothing, I always clean this, because if you don't clean it every time, and I usually just, well, froth with some water. I'll show you how I do that at the end. And let it dry off. If you don't do it every time and it cakes on there, it's really hard to get off. Like, I've spent like 4 hours trying to clean the machine before. So it's starting to build up some pressure here. So now I'm going to flip it to that, and it's just frothing. Just move around, and I usually just hold my hand on the bottom and I froth until it feels kind of hot. I'll feel it through the cup. Yeah, it's frothing really nice. And it froths really good in these cups. For some reason, if you use a cup that's not got a wider bottom, it doesn't froth as good. And these cups sometimes are easy. Sometimes you can find them, but sometimes I'll go 3 years and I can't find these cups. So usually when I find them, I buy like 4 or 5. I'm down to 1 now because I break them all the time. Okay, so now it's getting hot on the bottom. So I'm going to turn it off for just a second. And then I pull this off, and then it's just got water in it. And then I flip it back front, and it'll finish frothing up front, or finish the coffee. Now sometimes it'll still have a little bit of pressure in it, so you got to be careful when you're done. I'll turn it off here. And then, see, this is actually a 4-shot, so you can fill the little holder with a different amount of coffee depending on how much you want, how much If you want a single shot, double shot, 3, 4 shot, it'll go up to a 4 shot. Okay, so now I'm going to turn this back on and let the air pressure out of here. Okay, then I turn it off, and then you open the lid real slow. If you open the lid before you let the air out, it literally will, yeah, you could hurt somebody. Okay, and then I usually just use, I use Hershey syrup. I like the caramel, and I just squeeze about 4 seconds, and then you put a little sugar in it if you want, whatever. Some people like the Hershey's chocolate. I want that big clump. And that is how you make an espresso. 4 shot. If you don't get it right the first time, just try it again. That's it. Namaste.